What's going on, family? Shalom. I hope everybody doing good. I hope everybody feeling good. I don't celebrate these so-called holidays or holy days, but if you enjoying yourself today and you enjoying your family, then more power to you. With that being said, happy Indigenous Peoples Day. Not finna say happy Thanksgiving. Y'all should know why. Anyways, welcome back to the new series, the 12 Patriarchs of Israel, or the Testament of the 12 Patriarchs of Israel. Like I said, I was going to be continuing with reading the book, the Testament of the 12 Patriarchs. And I've been kind of slacking or whatever. I've been procrastinating, basically. But in my defense, excuse me, y'all. In my defense, I've been having a lot going on with work, so I've been pulling these doubles. We working 6 days a week and whatnot, so. Anyways, I'm going to just jump right into it, and I hope y'all enjoy the video. The Testament of Simeon, the second of Jacob or Jacob and Leah. The copy of the words of Simeon, the things which he spake to his sons before he died, in the 120th year of his life, at which time Joseph his brother died. For when Simeon was sick, his sons came to visit him. He strengthened himself and sat up and kissed them and said, Hearken, my children, to Simeon your father, and I will declare unto you what things I have in my heart. I was born of Jacob as my father's second son, and my mother Leah called me Simeon, because the truth had heard her prayer. Moreover, I became strong exceedingly. I shrank from no achievement, nor was I afraid of anything. For my heart was hard, and my liver was immovable, and my bowels without compassion. And the reason he's bringing up his liver is because in spirituality, the liver has a lot to do with fear, with causing fear. So basically, he was saying that he was without fear. Because valor also has been given from the Most High to men in soul and body. For in the time of my youth I was jealous in many things of Joseph, because my father loved him beyond all. Like I said, throughout this book, each of the 12 patriarchs, well, 11 out of the 12 patriarchs, excluding Joseph, all of them have some type of testament dealing with Joseph, because you have to remember that his brothers are the ones that sold him into slavery, even though it was already prophesied of him through because of the Most High, that he would rule over them. He would be king over them. Him and his descendants would be the rulers of Israel. For in the time of my youth, I was jealous in many things of Joseph, because my father loved him beyond all. And I set my mind against him to destroy him, because the prince of deceit sent forth the spirit of jealousy and blinded my mind, so that I regarded him not as a brother, nor did I spare even Jacob, my father. But his God and the God of his fathers sent forth his angel and delivered him out of my hands. For when I went to Shechem to bring ointment for the flocks, and Reuben to Dothan, where were our necessities and all our stores, Judah, my brother, sold him to the Ishmaelites. Excuse me. See, so like I said, it's telling you right here that he was sold to the Ishmaelites, and the Ishmaelites are the I don't want to say Middle Eastern because I don't. Never mind. I'm not gonna get into that right now. But the Ishmaelites are basically Muslims. And when Reuben heard these things, he was grieved, for he wished to restore him to his father. But on hearing this, I was exceedingly wroth against Judah in that he let him go away alive. And for 5 months I continued wrathful against him. But the truth restrained me, and withheld from me the power of my hands, for my right hand was half withered for 7 days. And I knew, my children, that because of Joseph this had befallen me. And I repented and wept, and I besought the true God that my hand might be restored, and that I might hold aloof from all pollution and envy, and from all folly. For I knew that I had devised an evil thing before the truth, and Jacob my father, on account of Joseph my brother, in that I envied him. And now, my children, hearken unto me, and beware of the spirit of deceit and envy, for envy ruleth over the whole mind of a man, and suffereth him neither to eat nor to drink, nor to do any good thing. But it ever suggesteth to him to destroy him that he envieth. And so long as he that is envied flourisheth, he that envieth fadeth away. 2 years, therefore, I afflicted my soul with fasting in the fear of the truth. And I learnt that deliverance from envy cometh by the fear of the Most High. For if a man flee to the truth, the evil spirit runneth away from him, and his mind is lightened. And henceforward he sympathizeth with him whom he envied, and forgiveth those who are hostile to him, and so ceaseth from his envy. And my father asked concerning me, because he saw that I was sad. And I said unto him, I am pained in my liver, for I mourned more than they all, because I was guilty of the selling of Joseph. And when we went down into Egypt, and he bound me as a spy, I knew that I was suffering justly, and I grieved not. Now Joseph was a good man, and had the spirit of the Most High within him, being compassionate and pitiful. He bore no malice against me, but loved me even as the rest of his brethren. Beware, therefore, my children, of all jealousy and envy, and walk in singleness of soul and with good heart, keeping in mind Joseph, your father's brother, that the Most High may give you also grace and glory and blessing upon your heads, even as ye saw in Joseph's case. All his days he reproached us not concerning this thing, but loved us as his own soul, and beyond his own sons glorified us, and gave us riches, and cattle, and fruits. Do ye also, my children, love one another, love each one his brother with a good heart, and the spirit of envy will withdraw from you. For this maketh savage the soul, and destroyeth the body. It causeth anger and war in the mind, and stirreth up unto deeds of blood, and leadeth the mind into frenzy, and suffereth not prudence to act in men. Moreover, it taketh away sleep, and causeth tumult to the soul, and trembling to the body. For even in sleep some malicious jealousy, deluding him, gnaweth, and with wicked spirits disturbeth his soul, and causeth the body to be troubled, and waketh the mind from sleep and confusion. And as a wicked and poisonous spirit, so appeareth it to men. Therefore was Joseph comely in appearance and goodly to look upon, because no wickedness dwelt in him. For some of the trouble of the spirit the face manifesteth. And now, my children, make your hearts good before the truth, and your ways straight before men, and ye shall find grace before the truth and men. Beware, therefore, of fornication, for fornication is mother of all evils, separating from the Most High, and bringing near to Beliar. For I have seen it inscribed in the writing of Enoch, that your sons shall be corrupted in fornication, and shall do harm to the sons of Levi with the sword. But they shall not be able to withstand Levi, for he shall wage the war of the truth, and shall conquer all your hosts. And they shall be few in number, divided in Levi and Judah. And there shall be none of you for sovereignty, even as also our father prophesied in his blessings. Behold, I have told you all things, that I may be acquitted of your sin. Now, if you remove from you your envy and all stiff-neckedness, as a rose shall my bones flourish in Yisrael, and as a lily my flesh in Jacob, and my odor shall be as the odor of Lebanus, Lebanus, and as cedars shall holy ones be multiplied from me forever, and their branches shall stretch afar off. Then shall perish the seed of Canaan, and a remnant shall not be unto Amalek, and all the Cappadocians shall perish, and all the Hittites shall be utterly destroyed. Then shall fail the land of Ham, and all the people shall perish. Then shall all the earth rest from trouble, and all the world under heaven from war. Then the mighty one of Yisrael shall glorify Shem, for the true God shall appear on earth, and himself save men. Then shall all the spirits of deceit be given to be trodden under foot, and men shall rule over wicked spirits. Then shall I arise in joy, and will bless the Most High because of his marvelous works, because the Most High hath taken a body and eaten with men and saved men. And now, my children, obey Levi and Judah, and be not lifted up against these two tribes, for from them shall arise unto you the salvation of the Most High. For the truth shall raise up from Levi as it were a high priest, and from Judah as it were a king. He shall save all the race of Israel, or of Yisrael. Therefore I give you these commands, that ye also may command your children, that they may observe them throughout their generations. And when Simeon had made an end of commanding his sons, he slept with his fathers, being 120 years old. And they laid him in a wooden coffin, to take up his bones to Hebron. And they took them up secretly during a war of the Egyptians. For the bones of Joseph the Egyptians guarded in the tombs of the kings. For the sorcerers told them that on the departure of the bones of Joseph there should be throughout all the land darkness and gloom, and an exceeding great plague to the Egyptians, so that even with a lamp a man should not recognize his brother. And the sons of Simeon bewailed their father, and they were in Egypt until the day of their departure by the hand of Moses. So, that was part 2 of the series, The Testament of the 12 Patriarchs. Next video will be on the Testament of Levi, the third son of Jacob and Leah, or Jacob and Leah. And Levi has a lot of good information in it because it actually deals with the end times. Like I said, Levi, Judah, and Joseph, I believe, all deal with the end times in some kind of way. As far as Israel goes, it speaks about the end times. Well, they speak about the end times as a whole, but mainly dealing with Israel and what shall become of the descendants of the patriarchs. So I believe this is my bad. I believe this is a really good series. If you consider yourself to be a true Hebrew, if you read the scriptures and you have a basic understanding or a common knowledge that majority of the Bible is about the Israelites, about them being in captivity, about them going into captivity, about them being saved from their captivity. That is what majority of the Bible deals with. I mean, when I say majority, like 98% of the Bible deals with the captivity of Israel and them being saved out of their captivity. They constantly go into captivity and they constantly are saved from their captivity. And the last time when they go into captivity, they will be saved from their captivity for good. I know I said captivity a lot. I almost threw myself for a loop. Made my own head spin. But yeah. So I'm going to continue with the series, and hopefully we all learn something from reading these other books. There are still other books that I want to read and make videos on, like the Book of Maccabees. I just got some new information dealing with the Book of Maccabees, which I had never read before, even though I have the Apocrypha. And there are still other books. My bad. There we go. There are still other books in the rejected texts, the Apocrypha and the Pseudepigrapha, that have a lot of good information in them. Like, there's so much I could read, like the book of Adam and Eve. I'm not sure if I've made a video on the book of Enoch before, but I could. The book of Jubilees, the book of Jasher. Like, there's so much that I could read and get into, and I feel like we could all learn and grow from reading these other books. But you have to first stop being so dogmatic in your beliefs. You have to stop being so hard-hearted, stiff-necked. Stop closing out your ears, or closing off your ears to the truth. You have to open your mind. Excuse me. You have to open your mind and be open to at least considering that these other books hold some type of truth. Just because they weren't included in the Bible doesn't mean they don't hold some type of truth. They are still biblical books, right? They just weren't included in the final revision of the Bible for some reason, for whatever reason. And the main reason is because they help put things into perspective. A lot of questions that we have about the Bible can be answered through reading these other books, these lost books, these Dead Sea Scrolls, the Apocrypha, the Pseudepigrapha, and all of these other books that they decided to leave out of the Bible. Most of these books are spoken about in the Bible. They just not in the Bible, which leads you to have questions like, Okay, why is this book being talked about, but this book is not included in the Bible? If you don't read the Bible for yourself, if you only go off of what your preacher teaches or your pastor teaches or whoever, what your priest, your whatever, whoever teaches you, if you only read along when you go to church or when you go to the cathedral or when you go to the mosque, if you only read along with them and you don't take time out for yourself to study and read outside of your holy temple, then you will not get a complete and full understanding. And that's all I've been trying to convey to people, not just my people, but to all people. You have to stop being so stubborn and hard-hearted and stiff-necked. Like I said, you have to be open-minded. So, with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed that short reading of the Testament of the 12 Patriarchs. Like I said, I'm going to continue with the series. I hope you all like, comment, share, subscribe. I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to say I appreciate everybody that supports me. And with that being said, click that notification button. You thought I was finna say the video over. Click that notification button so you can be up to date on all my new uploads. For some reason, YouTube and TikTok, they want to censor my videos. I'm not going to, take it to heart or whatever. I'm not going to dwell on it, but just to let you all know, they do try to censor the truth. So if you speak truth in your videos, they will try to hinder your progression on these social media platforms. You won't get a lot of views. They won't show your videos when people search certain things. Like all I speak about is spiritual things. I speak about the Bible, the Quran, etc. So if somebody is searching for a certain topic on YouTube, my video won't be one of the first videos that shows up. It might be at the very bottom. You get what I'm saying? So they try to keep you from getting so many views or so many subscribers by not showing your videos. So with that being said, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for supporting me. Please continue to support me because it makes me feel good. And with that being said, until next time, shalom.